Welcome to Channel AMAC, your insight to the Australian visa system. Good day everyone, my name is Carl Young, your online YouTube visa consultant. Are you interested about migrating to Australia? Why don't you consider to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell on the side, so once we have all the updates and news, be the first one getting all the insight. Now, there has recently a talk on the forum, online, and also in the community in regards to whether or not you will still pick the trades courses to actually study with, especially when the subclass 485 visa under the graduate work stream. I don't know why they have not just merged all together with the PSW, but with the current situation is that the 485 visa for those trades international students who study trades works that's like cookery, childcare services, mechanic, these kind of courses. Well, you can still study it, but once you graduated, and especially these trades courses has to be in the medium and long term occupation list. Now, didn't we learn that the occupation list will be somehow merged or abolished or whatever it is? But it's just not yet. It's taking very, very slow. I don't know what's happening. I think it's all politics and things. But despite of all that, you will only get 1.5 years. That's back in a couple of years ago. 1.5, 18 months only for the graduate work visa. Now, that's fine. People say, fine, well, 18 months is long enough. But in fact, it's not long enough. Why do I say that? Now, let's have a look. And this video is all about discussing whether or not you should really study trades course in 2023 and 24. So let's have a look. Now, the most current, this is the current web page of the temporary graduate visa subclass 485. You can find this on the immigration website. Now, what does it say? It's a graduate work stream, so pretty short, because graduate work stream is only accessible if you study trades course, that's the only pathway that you can actually, the stream that you can actually access with. So if we read down on the far left of your screen, it's very tiny, but I will read them out for you. So stay up to 18 months. Now, temporary increase to 24-month application lodge on or before 2nd of September. So unfortunately, today is over that. It's already the 9th of September. So that means no more 24 months. It's back in 18 months. Now, if you're a Hong Kong and British national overseas passport holder, you may stay up to 5 years. That's for the Hong Kong stream people there. So, people say, what's wrong with 18 months? Now, the problem with 18 months is usually when you finish your trades course, now obviously you get that 18 months. Now, in addition, you would like to access to the skill assessment, right? So if you want to do a skill migration, obviously the first thing is skill assessment, just to make sure that the qualification and the skill or experiences that you have accrued meet the Australian standards. So you need to go to a skill assessment. Now, generally the skill assessment will be Trade Recognition Australia or Vet Assess for all these trades occupations. Now, problem with that one, if you go into read Trade Recognition Australia, you're going to what they call JRP program. Now, the program will usually go for about a year, and plus you're required to, during that year, you don't automatically get it. During that year, you're required to demonstrate that you have actually joined into a workforce and completed a year of work experiences. Now, you may say, well, so 18 months should be right enough. Probably will be a little bit too tight. Why would I say that? Because we need to consider the time lodging the visa, and also consider the time how Trade Recognition Australia assess an application. Now, after the pandemic, Trade Recognition Australia, they delaying all the applicants, same as VET says. Now, if they delay and you only got 18 months, so for example, you graduated and you completed your work, whatever that is, it's either be cookery, you as a cook or chef for a year, then you only got 6 months left. Now, what if the skill assessment take longer? Now, if your skill assessment is not completed, well, generally, even if you got EOI accepted, it's not gonna work. Okay, so and plus the processing time between either the state nomination or the general skill migration. If you look at the current situation now, the delay on announcing state nomination and cut on the state nomination, and also the delay of announcing the general skill migration and also the employment sponsor visa. So it will cause. It will be not causing it will definitely become chaotic. This is what I'm trying to express in this video. So if we go back to the graduate work stream, everything is fine. You'll get it. There's no problem. You get the 485 graduate work stream visa, but the problem is that 18 months is just not enough. Now, if we compare to the post-study work stream, I don't know why they probably do it just in a way that if we look at the recent news, they're talking about the ghost colleges, they're talking about the crackdown on all these concurrent enrollments, and we'll say, well, I can pretty sure that probably over 70% of what they're trying to say is all these private colleges. And these private colleges provide what sort of courses? The trade courses. Alright, so that's probably what they're targeting at. Now, if we compare to the PSW stream, it gives you 2 to 4 years, and plus if you select the specific courses that connects to this curriculum, we have done a specific video on this one, and these courses are listed here. You can find them. If you study these courses, you will get a very extreme longer in comparison of visa of PSW work stream compared to a graduate stream visa. So let's conclude this. This will be a very short video as what we have explained and described. If you only study a trade courses, the problem is once you graduated, that's fine. You still get a graduate visa. But the problem is the graduate visa only lasts for 18 months. Now, within that 18 months, you got to be very, very busy. You got to get a job done. You got to lodge JRP, okay, and go through Trade Recognition Australia. Make sure to get it on time, and Trade Recognition has to respond and assess your application in a very timely fashion, not a delaying fashion. And then you lodge your EOI, and you get invited, and you lodge your visa application all together. You need to complete all that within 18 months, provided all the delay that we have experienced since pandemic. Do you think that's viable? So my suggestion is for 2024 and 23 and 24, what sort of courses you should really pick? Well, perhaps you may want to consider the list of this master courses or bachelor courses. Pick them. You study these courses. That will get you access to more than, well, I think more than definitely 2 years, but will easily be more than 2 years because you get additional 2 years. So you easily get 4 years of work visa compared to the 18-month visa. So what is your call, and what would you suggest, and what would you preferred? Anyways, should you have more questions, queries, you're more than welcome to leave a comment right down below, and I'll see you next video. Goodbye.